Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is going to be October reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We will start with the sound bowl just to tune in, so you can join me if you like. Literally one ping, so I'm going to take a breath in and a breath out. Okay, so deep breath in and exhale. Okay, Capricorn, let us see what the month is bringing you. I have not been around for a while because I've been traveling about the world. But the nice thing is I have some of my older decks back, so this is cool for me. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It just helps my channel to grow, basically. Also, I am open for personal readings if you're interested. You can check out my website, loveitallmore.com. Information is in the description box below. We're going to do a cross of truth for you for the month of October. This tells me where you're at, what you want, what's working for you, the challenge and the outcome. Capricorn. Some jumpers turning up here. Current energy, the Hanged Man, the Desire, Death. What is working in your favor, Three of Wands. What's working as a challenge is the Four of Coins, and the outcome is the Four of Wands. Yo, Capricorn's looking good, definitely looking good. Okay, we are going to clarify, but right now you are at this moment's pause. Okay, that in between moment where you don't want to like move forward, you don't want to move backwards, you don't want to move sideways, you just want to kind of, how are things going to pan out? How are things going to pan out? Okay, so I love the Hanged Man. I mean, he's completely vulnerable there in his underpants, poor soul, but he's taking time out. He's basically taking time out and trying to figure out, gain enlightenment, trying to figure out what's the best move forward. The desire here is that you know that you want some sort of major transformation. Okay, the Death card talks about an end of a season and moving into another. Now, obviously, the cyclical. What is it? What's that word? The cycles of life, basically. Every cycle of life has a renewal and has an ending. It's the seasons. It's change. You know, the only certainty in life is change, and the only thing that never changes is change. And you're wanting to bring that in, but you're figuring out what it is that you want. What is the change that I want? What's working in your favor is you really are powering up, you're doing the work, you're applying yourself, and you know how to apply it with the Three of Wands. Okay, it's weaving something into existence, taking different aspects and trying to pull something in together. The challenge, though, is it feels like you may be a little bit stumped for cash, or feeling like you don't have, like you're wanting to be a bit more careful and a bit more reserved, okay? And usually when that happens, all we want to do is go out and spend. I'm feeling a very literal energy with this Four of Coins. It's like preparing for the winter, okay? It's like, okay, well, where's my nest egg? Well, how can I make that more? And then the idea then is, okay, well, in order to protect what I have, I should hide it and I should keep it, you know. But Pentacles, money, finance, security, it is also an energy. So no energy likes to be stagnant. Everything, as we talked about, change, everything revolves, everything moves, right? So money comes, money goes. Working with the energy. So that would be the challenge, because you're feeling like, well, I need to hunker down and protect what I've got, but it may lose its value. The outcome is Four of Wands, so we definitely have a very positive outcome for you for the month of October. And this talks about coming together with friends, this talks about celebration, this talks about balance in terms of your work-life balance. You know, you're resting well, you're partying well, you're working well, and it's a good balance. And I feel like there are people around you celebrating that energy as well. It's not the Three of Cups, I know tarot, but I am getting that sense of like, yeah, you know, excitement. So that's cool. It could also be that you're looking for some sort of change and perhaps a little holiday somewhere, maybe you arrive at that idea by the end of the month, is the thing that's just going to allow you to take some time out, reflect, and then come back to the drawing board. Okay, so perhaps by the end of the month you will be kind of organizing a little couple of days away somewhere to remove yourself from the situation, which is the best thing for the hangman, because often we cannot see a situation very clearly if we're in the thick of it. Sometimes we need to separate ourselves from it so we can view it as a bird's eye. So let's clarify. Hangman, please. Why is a hangman here, please? Ace of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the hangman literally has got all to do with, well, how am I applying myself forward? What is my truth? Where am I going from here, right? And it's that thing of like, it's almost like wanting a certain kind of routine that feels secure, like a lifestyle routine, something that makes you feel comfortable, excited, but just kind of plodding along and quite happy to do this and you're quite happy to do that, but it's kind of like, it's got an energy of predictability to it. And what you're trying to maybe suss out within yourself is, how do I gain that? What do I need to do to have that sense of foundation whereby things are like, they're cool, they're good, the base, the foundations are good, and I'm just ticking by and I'm having fun here and I'm having, it feels lifestyle orientated, and you're wanting that truth serum with that Ace of Swords. You're wanting to understand what must you do in order to achieve that, knowing full well that there's a change that needs to take place. Okay, so let's clarify the Death card, please. So for some of you, it could literally be that you're feeling a little bit isolated or lonely, and you're looking at ways of like, well, I want to be with friends. I want to find a community. I want to integrate with other people. I want to be able to go out and have a good time and not work all the time, I want to be able to do things that don't cost a lot of money, but still enjoyable. It's those sorts of things, okay? So let's see what the Death card brings you in terms of what your desire is. The Moon. Okay. What else? There seems to me a little bit of a kind of, what would we call it? I don't want to say the word conflict of interest, it's not that, but it's like that there's a change that needs to take place, the end of a cycle needs to come in, right, so that you can birth something new. But it's almost like got this feeling of, you want more of a like happy, as I was explaining before, but that could also, on one side, that feels too tame, because on the other side, you also want to be a little bit wild. You also want to kind of do something that, surprises people or surprises yourself and gives you a bit of like enthusiasm and passion. So it's that, it's quite funny because it's like you want that change, but you don't want it to be mundane and boring, in your lifestyles and your day-to-day habits and the things that you move in your life. But you also want to have a sense of passion as well, and you're trying to work out within yourself, well, how can I manage both of them? Now, the Moon card, we have the tame dog, right, and the wild wolf, both howling at the moon. And in the center of this card, I hope you can see it, there is a pathway towards mountains which talk about achievement. So it does feel to me that there is a way to harness both energies, right? Sometimes it's just about balance, right? But that's what you're wanting. That's what you're absolutely wanting, because it does seem like it's emotionally triggering for you, and you can't quite put your finger on what that change should look like, right? So it may feel like it's better to just know that the energy is there, know that you're wanting some sort of change without putting too many boundaries around it, and allow the universe to fill in the gaps for you. That's the best way to work anyway. Alright, we've got 3 cards here. With that Death card, we've got the Emperor, the 6 of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, let me just show you those. Alright, so the change is all about, okay, what are the things that I need to do to bring back a sense of equal give and take in terms of in the heart matter as well, where I don't feel so isolated with that Five of Pentacles. So it's like you're seeing this desire, this wanting, this change in your life, right? But you've got to be careful not to think about it from a lack mentality. Okay, the Emperor knows how to get things done, and you know you're the Emperor. You know you've got that energy. You know that you can apply yourself. And God, you're Capricorn, right? I know enough Capricorns in my life to understand how hardworking they are, how committed they are, how methodical, how successful they are. You know, but they do always want to grow. They want to build on what they have, and sometimes leave a legacy. So the Emperor is absolutely serving you, and you're wanting that, but you're wanting, it feels to me massively, this massively feels to me like you're wanting some sort of give and take, okay? You want equal balance. So for some of you, it could be that you have been feeling maybe a little bit used and abused. It can feel like there has been that no matter how much you put in, it just feels like people are taking your energy away from you, taking your money, taking your advice, taking your good sense of spirits and all the rest of it. So there feels like it's all coming, that feels to me the root of the matter, with this desire for change. And so you're wanting the Six of Cups energy, which is equal give and take in the heart space, right? And know how to apply to do that. But I do think with that Moon card being there, you know, it does promise achievement within that. But I think that just because you are energizing that feeling of wanting there to be I can never say this word, where something's reciprocal, right? I feel like that is a strong enough foundation for the change to come in whichever way the universe wants to sort of send it your way. So if your intention is equal give and take, I mean, it doesn't get more pure than that, does it, right? Because you're not selling yourself short and you're not taking from it. It's beautiful. It works with the flow of energy, with chi. So I feel like that's the root of why you're wanting certain change to come in. You don't want to feel used and abused anymore. You don't want to feel like it is unequal. Okay. Now let's look at the Three of Wands. Can you clarify the Three of Wands for Capricorn? The World. Very nice, beautiful energy. So it feels to me that whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been weaving into existence, and when we talk about this, it can be money, it could be relationship, it could be any avenue of your life, right? But it's something where you've taken different parts together and you're making something new from it, okay? You're taking three strings, you're building something. When you weave three strings together, it becomes a rope. It becomes stronger because it's enforced by other people, potentially, or other considerations, or like, for example, if it's a business idea, it's taking three different avenues and not juxtaposing, but the kind of weaving them together so that they support one another and you create something beautiful out of it. This is going to help to bring that transformation to come in, because now you're ending a cycle. You are getting, the World card talks about celebration, right? Wow, you have now graduated, right? So whatever you've been weaving and working on, there is celebration to be had, renewal, starting fresh now, seeing the world in a whole new light. Perhaps you're weaving something with regards to some sort of global situation, or you're wanting to do some travel and you've been working hard to create that opportunity coming on in. But this really has a very, whatever you've been weaving into existence, it feels to me like it has a much bigger, I don't want to say the word potential because we've already had the World card. It feels to me much bigger than you could possibly, than you imagined, right? Not possibly imagined, but imagined before. This can go the distance, whatever you've been weaving, whatever you've been working on, it can go the distance. And it happens quite quickly as well, because the three is like right at the beginning of the numbers, right? And then the World's like the end. Okay, but Four of Coins, this thinking about your little nest egg, thinking about kind of protecting what you have, and I understand why. It's because you've been feeling a bit used and abused, right? So the challenge is, well, if people are going to use and abuse me, I'm going to keep everything all to myself, and I'm just going to look after myself. And because I'm sick and tired of this. Well, it is going to crop up as a challenge. However, the desire to find a more equilibrium is actually better suited to you. And the Four of Cups, the Four of Coins, we have the Ten of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So there may be a feeling, like a type of wintry feeling. When I say wintry, I mean, have a look at this. I mean, the coins are in this tent in the winter, right? Nobody's visiting this person. Okay, this is like nobody goes there. And the challenge is you feel perhaps a little bit isolated, and you don't have the sense of people around you. You don't have the sense of kind of feeling uplifted by other people, recognized for your efforts by other people, that you feel like you're moving forward. And this, we've got 2 home cards and we've got that 10, so that's 3 home cards. So it feels like at home you could be feeling a little bit kind of left out in the cold, a little isolated, a little bit on your own kind of energy. And it's only a challenge. Okay, it's only a challenge. Because the energy of the Three of Wands and the desire here is so strong, treat it as a challenge. Okay, because that's all it is. It's not happening for you to make things worse for you. It's happening for you, right? So that you can see what it is that you don't want, and then you can redirect. Now let's look at the Four of Wands. Can you clarify the Four of Wands, please? Because it's a very nice outcome. Because it does feel to me like you're getting a lot more balance by the end of the month than you feel at the beginning of the month. Okay, Judgment. What else? There could be a work idea as well that you've toyed with in the past, and you may be deciding to bring that in and reactivate that, resurrect that idea. Yeah, King of Swords. What else do we have? And then we've got the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. Whoa, so we've got a lot of major arcanas here. So it feels to me that by the end of the month, we've got a coming together with friends and family as well, because I was really getting that vibe with the Four of Wands. A resurrecting, I mean, with the Judgment card, that can also be a renewal of something. But we've got these 2 cards here as well, right? And the King of Swords. There could be a business idea that you had, that you maybe toyed with in the past, that now you are breathing new life into it, and you're finding other people to join you in on this scheme. If you do, not only is it positively aspected, but intuitively it feels right, okay? And the timing is perfect now. Again, resource, the small print, the legal aspects, everything to do with that as it relates to work, right? Work. If you're looking to move house, it may be something to do with somewhere where you've been to in the past, okay? Perhaps you're thinking about moving back home. Perhaps you are you're just reviving something. It's really nice. It's reviving. There's a lot of spirit, a lot of celebration related to this, which is really, really nice. I would say the ultimate thing to do is that by the end of the month, not only are you feeling more connected with other people and more with that flow, equal give and take that you were hoping for, it starts with you within your heart, right? And where you put your energies, how much energy you invest into different things. When we've got that balance over here, it's kind of clearer to see the way forward. And there is a change. I would say that whatever you're intuitive, because your intuition is spot on with the Highest Priestess, whatever you're intuitively picking up on, play with it. Get the expert advice or the knowledge behind it, back it with the knowledge, and then you can move it forward, because it feels like there is some sort of idea you have that really can go the distance, more so than you thought, right? And it feels differently from this Three of Wands weaving process that you did. Something else there for you, which is really, really nice. In terms of matters of the heart, this could be a renewal of a past love, but again, trust your instincts. I would say that the timing is different now. Things have changed. People have changed, because we all do, right? We're talking about change. But try be very careful about what the mind is telling you from the past and what the intuition is telling you about the actual moment in the present moment. So, alright, we're going to end off with an oracle card. Actually, I'll do another card as well for this. Let's see what the oracle, wisdom of the oracle says for you, Capricorn. Wow, that's too many cards. Right. Just one card, please, for Capricorn. Thank you. Mending. Mending, mending, mending. Okay. So fixing, right? Mending and blending. And there's two little angels. And we've got the angels over there in judgment. Okay. So when I was talking about the renewal, there could be like with this, either with the person, there could be a mending situation that's taking place, which is absolutely a type of resurrection kind of energy with the judgment card. And of course, that decision is yours to make, right? This Three of Wands energy, this thing that you've been weaving, it seems to have the energy, whatever your ideas are in terms of what you focus on work-wise, there seems to be a big energy I'm feeling, and it's like working together. How can you work together? Mending is quite difficult to do by yourself. Normally you need other people, and that's definitely coming in line with this Four of Coins, where you feel like, oh, I'm by myself. I think there's definitely something about mending something. So in terms of your workplace, there could be that the type of work or ideas that you're feeling is connected to basically solving a problem that's already out in society. Okay, how do you solve that? How do you mend? How do you bring people together and allow them to use their individual skills to create something new? I mean, it could be as simple and as literal as you having to do some work on the house or your car or whatever this month. But I love the idea of mending, because when we mend something, it is stronger than it was before. And usually because it involves more than one person, more than yourself. So that's really serving you this month. We're going to get a Moonology card for you before we close it off. Right, so Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know for the month of October? 20 cards. That's right. I'm not taking all of these cards. Just one, please, Spirit. This is too many. Let's just give this another shuffle. Two, we'll take them. Conclusions are within reach. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You know that because you do get a little bit of the aha moments in the beginning of the month as you start the month off, but you're going to understand. Full moon eclipse, of course, we're moving into eclipse season as well. And then, as I said before, don't let the past hold you back. Okay, so when we look at our lives and we kind of think, okay, well, this is where I'm at, that's where I want to go. We can't decide that based on that behind us. We've got to decide within the here and now, okay? So forget about the things that held you back from the past. Forget about the failings, so-called failings that you thought you did, or the things that didn't work out. Negate that. That's gone, okay? Work with what your intuition tells you to do now, and work with that energy and move forward. And when you do so, conclusions will obviously be within reach. Conclusions as well, for some people reason, I also feel that it's got an element of inclusion. It's like including others, including ideas, because this isolation that I was picking up on over here feels like that is the isolation, and the feeling like, you know, people are not giving back to you as much as you give to them. There is it has been a little bit unbalanced, right? And that's why someone feels isolated. That could be based on your past history, right? But now we're moving forward. Now we're creating the new paradigm, the new reality. So see if you can kind of dismiss that as much as possible and work with the here and now. So I hope that helped you, Capricorn. I wish you all the best. Very exciting outcome for the month, and I will see you next time.